So, welcome everyone to our Loving Waters New Moon Water Stewards Connect. And it's an exciting evening because this is an opportunity to really step in the vibrational field of new beginnings. It's such a wonderful, it's been a powerful day. I don't know about for you, but it's been a powerful day for me. And my name is Shelley Darling, and for those who are coming on new, just a little bit about Loving Waters. So we're here tonight with the intention of coming together and as a community, as a growing community of water stewards around the world, being connected in love. It's really pretty simple. And sharing our voice, sharing our wisdom, sharing our joy of water, and also sharing our watersheds. So Loving Waters is here to really support this vibrational presencing and expression and education of our watersheds, how in coming together and understanding this force that we call water, this energy system, this living system of love that's really enhances everything that we're doing. In fact, yes, water as life and life as water, because we are water beings, and through that we are all connected in our one source, water. So many of us are involved in different aspects of water. Some of us are water protectors and are going to stop the pipeline. Some of us are just simply doing water blessings in our homes and by ourselves. Others are doing all different kinds of actioning for the water. In fact, even just being a part of the saltwater pool and recognizing water and saying a water blessing every day is, might be your way of connecting to this primal source, right, within us all. So really, we're just here supporting this veritable magical expression of life that keeps us alive, that's giving us life. So with that, we always start this call with a resonance, a heart resonance, we like to say. And there are many of our Water Council stewards with us tonight. Charlie Riverman's going to open our call. We're excited to have Elaine, Faerie Elaine Silver, and you're going to get to meet her and really, for the first time on our call, bringing in the voice, the singing, the sound of life, the sound vibration. So we'll be hearing Elaine, and I'll introduce her to you as after the resonance. So with that, Charlie, I'm just going to invite you to take yourself off mute and invite us into this love of water.
Thank you, Shelley. It's always a joy to be here as a council member of Loving Waters, but also as a water steward of planet Earth. I have here this beautiful bottle in which I carry my water with me, and soon to be a new bottle with the Loving Waters logo, but it's still a precious part of my ceremony and my heart's presence for the water. So as we gather here tonight, before I came online, these words came through me as they usually do. And so I would just like everybody to just close your eyes for a moment and just be at peace with the waters within you, as I speak as the water spoke to me. Beloved water, we come before you in this new moon to sing and praise your preciousness. While gathering together here at Loving Waters, let us begin to breathe in rhythmic patterns with our mouths closed and our hearts open, and feel your presence surrounding our tongues. You are always here within us, and we, in return, thank you. For without you, we have no life. let us also remember our deeper connection as you flow through our opened hearts, with each heartbeat to sustain us as humans. Water, we love you. Water, we respect you. Water, we are you. Water, we are encircled here to honor you. As our moon directs your every motion within us and around us, tonight and every night. Each of us now moving into the unity and rhythm of one breath, cosmic and eternal. The sequence of patterns which have existed since before time. How blessed we are in this divine communion. Inhale, exhale. Hold your hearts open and know that we are gathered here tonight in honor of water, not only here on earth, but throughout the cosmos, from which we have all had our beginnings. Thank you all for being here. And Shelley, I hand the beautiful blue fish to you.
Thank you, Charlie. Oh, so I just love that visual of, Mother Earth and the cosmos, and this just visualizing this toroidal field of energy that is made up of the molecular structure of water. All life, it is water. And tonight on this call, we really invite you to share your watershed. So where you are, and if you don't know your watershed, but a river near you. And we've been building this beautiful grid and connection around the world of water stewards and people who are doing water blessing, so that our main focus is to give people a way to find each other, to learn from each other. We also have the opportunity tonight to share what inspires us, and around the water, it might be a poem, or it might be will influence you tonight with song with Elaine. And so we're going to open up the call after Elaine shares and I introduce her. We open up this call every new moon. We open up the call to whoever comes and joins us to share their love for water, or to ask how they could be, just to ask how they could be supported. And we're here as a moving source of inspiration and excitement. As water moves, it moves, sometimes in rapids, sometimes a waterfall, sometimes it's a calm pool, as Charlie was describing. Sometimes it's Lake Michigan and it's huge, and it acts like the ocean even though it's a lake. So there's all these aspects of water that we're imbibing and embracing. And also to hold tonight all the the dissonance around water, the fracking, the different things that are happening around the world that are really causing a lot of challenge for our mother, for the earth, right? So we're just holding that all, and invite you to hold that during this call. So with that, I just wanted to introduce you to Faerie Elaine. So Faerie Elaine and she can share it better than I can. I met her a number of years ago, and she lives in Sarasota, Florida, in the Sarasota watershed. And she's a musician, minister, reverend, and her deep reverence for life. And really, I know her as the sort of the minister of joy. Not only is it her license plate, but she really brings joy to each and every person that she encounters. And I had a chance to live in her house, and I realized I was moving in there because it was a healing. It was for me to really imbibe joy. So tonight also, that's really what's coming to this group and coming to anyone who's listening, is that it's how to really live our joy. And when we're singing and when we're expressing our love for water as a water blessing, it's that vibration that's being carried through the waters and into the atmosphere. So that's really beautiful. And she's about to, tonight is her first night of leaving she travels during the summer and bringing her expression of love, spirit, and consciousness to different centers and churches and all kinds of stuff. So with that, we're going to invite her, Elaine, to share your love for water, through just sharing and speaking, and how that essence of joy moves through you, and why you even choose to. We came for the past month and a half. We've met here every morning at about 7 or 7:30 to really be in that water and move with the water. So with that, I'm just going to offer this beautiful talking fish to you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're on.
Well, I am a Scorpio, so I'm a water sign, and I have a lot of air in my chart. I'm an airy fairy. Shelley is the water goddess. I always say that about Shelley's the water goddess, and I'm just kind of coming along for the ride and to share upliftment, because that is my job. My job is joy of being, JOB, and it is a dharma, and I like to make jokes and make people laugh, and I'm a songwriter, and I'm not as prepared as I would like to be, because I've been getting ready to leave on today. I left today at 3:00. It's 8:00 now, and I'm going to be gone for 3.5 months. So I didn't even have time to look at my song list, and I just looked at it now, and I'm like, I don't really have that many songs about water, but I'm going to do whatever water things I have, I'm going to do. And this first one is, I'm also a priestess through the Temple of Isis in California. So I've done a lot of things with the 4 directions and the 4 elements. So, of course, water is in the West, and it's very important. So for Earth Day, I started to write a little song. I didn't finish it, but I got the chorus. And it's called Mother, Mother Nature. And it goes like this. Mother, Mother Nature, you are the ground we walk upon. Mother, Mother Nature, you are the air we breathe. Mother, Mother Nature, your fire warms my heart and soul. Mother, Mother Nature, your waters bring me peace. Bring me peace, bring me peace, bring me peace. Bring me peace, bring me peace, bring me peace. Bring me peace, bring me peace, bring me peace. Your waters bring me peace. And then, of course, from Chris Williamson. Filling up and spilling over, it's an endless waterfall. Filling up and spilling over all. Filling up and spilling over, it's an endless waterfall. Filling up and spilling over overall. I see she's on the beach. Jeannie's on the beach. That's so cool, in the water. And my real connection with the water in Sarasota is Siesta Key and going to the beach. Shelley and I walked on the beach a lot of times for sunrise in the morning. One of my big joys is to go, and I didn't get to do it. I haven't done it in a while. So when I get back in September, I'm going to do this. Somebody keeps trying to call me. Let me be quiet. And it's to go in the water at sunrise with my visor or my big hat and just sit in the water and watch the sunset. And this is what we have right now. Now, this is at Naples Beach. You can see the sun is setting. So cool. So I wrote this song called Crystal Sands of Siesta Key. And it's probably the same, there's that same picture on Siesta Key as you're seeing right here at the Naples Beach. I'll just sing a couple of verses. The chorus goes, crystal sands of Siesta Key, beneath my feet are healing me. Holy waters lapping at the shore, I surrender now and evermore. Sunsets here are a sight to be seen, bathed in a rainbow and a flash of emerald green. Listen and hear what the drummers have to say in ancient rhythms each Sunday. Crystal sands of Siesta Key, beneath my feet are healing me. Holy waters lapping at the shore, I surrender now and evermore. Mystical horizons take my breath away. There's a vortex of light in the Gulf and in the bay. Just before twilight, the magic has its way, reflecting back to me in peaceful glowing rays. Crystal sands of Siesta Key, beneath my feet are healing me. Holy waters lapping at the shore, I surrender now and evermore. I surrender now and evermore. And so it is.
Oh my God. I mean, how amazing. Jeannie, oh my God, you are amazing. I mean, I just feel like you brought the water to us. And, you know.
And so did Jeannie.
No, I'm saying Jeannie. No, I'm saying Jeannie. And,
oh, yes.
And you're singing, and she's in the water, and its sun is setting.
That's awesome.
Like, what more could we want? If nothing else got said here tonight, that would be enough, right? Sing.
I'll drink to that.
We turn the audio on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's put ourselves on mute, and let's just, Jeannie, we're just gonna hear the water, and you can, why don't you come in and just share your love of water?
For me, I have been going through a lot of personal growth and changes recently, and have been taking myself to the water every single day, and for the last 2 weeks or so, to a beach in Naples, usually this one, which is called 7th Avenue South. And sometimes I just sit at the edge of the water if it's dark, and I just feel like, look at this beautiful seaweed. It's another way that nature gives us oxygen through these plants. So I'm just so grateful after the years that the water has not been well. And also this is sea turtle nesting season right now. So mama turtles are all out there right now, getting ready to come up on the beach. And so to share this with you right now, I mean, what a gift that this is for me, to do what I've been doing for healing, being in the water, and that it's soothing to all of you. I can smell the salty air. It's really warm. And this glowing sunset. I hope you can see that. And I strove for the last year to live in Naples after the water of Irma took the roof of my last apartment. So really being here right now, a year later, is very meaningful for me. So it's an honor to share these feelings and these thoughts and this gratitude of all the water that I am aligning with right now around the world. It's a tickly feeling with the seaweed against my feet. But to be here, and where is everybody else? You want to just hear the water instead of me? Just look at the water. There's lots of seaweed today. Soft.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, this is really, and I mean, sometimes we do have someone doing a water blessing, and but on the wall, like, I don't know that we've ever been taken directly to the water, and it's just, I want to open it up to other people. So, I mean, we feel, it's so interesting, the energy, and when you feel you're going through a lot, I feel like you've brought the whole world with you to that beach, because everyone's going through a lot. Everyone's, being called to meet all those dimensions of self that aren't in alignment with the truth of who they are. And the water is the way, right? Water is the way. Water is the life force. So, Jeannie, oh my God, amazing. I'm going to just put yourself on mute, and so that we can just allow Maya and Shanti and everybody else to share. And we're just going to open this up. This is the way this call works. We get guided by the water, and she's wanting to speak. And she really, I feel this level of mercy as you were moving in that water. It was like it was being sprayed on us. She was moving into this level of creation. So I pass it to whoever wants to jump in. And wow.
I will jump in, and I'd love to jump in with Jeannie, and I'm so grateful because I'm in the Santa Barbara coastal watershed, and I'm very fortunate to live right by the beach. I just walk out my door and over the dunes, and the beach is right there, and I do pretty much every day walk down there, and when it's warm enough, I'm in there waiting, or when I have free time to go swimming, and I am so grateful. It's been such a blessing to live this close. The first time, I've lived here 4 years, and it's the first time in my life I've been able to go to sleep at night with my sliding doors open and listen to the rhythm of the waves. And it's caused me to sleep deeper and have more profound dreams since I've been living here, feeling the rhythm of the water through the whole night. So I'm so grateful for that. And I'm on the Loving Waters Council, and every month for the last, well, really it's 3.5 years now, I do offer the monthly full moon water ceremony on the beach in Santa Barbara. And I co-facilitate that ceremony with the beautiful Shumash elder, Art Cisneros. And we've kept it going no matter what. And different members of the community will be with us. Sometimes it's very small. Sometimes it's a large celebration. And that's my offering to the community here. And our community is, well, two things right now. We're in deep gratitude for the beautiful, gentle rains that we got all winter. And in May, we've had 3 rainy days with plenty of rain, unheard of. Usually our rain season stops, the end of March, and we've had some more rain. Our reservoir is full after being dangerously low for several years. It was down to like 17%, and now it's full. So we're in deep gratitude, and we're also in protection mode very strongly because the oil companies are amping up to open up all these new fracking wells. And so I've been very active with the the Environmental Defense Council, Community Environmental Council, and other groups here, climate mobilization, to, you know, to stand up to this and protect our waters. So that's those two things have been a really powerful focus. But and I have a poem. Maybe I'll read it at the end. A river poem this time. I think it's Charlie Riverman. I don't know if I've offered this one before, but water is my soother. And I go down to the ocean and ask Grandmother Ocean and the waters to remind me to stay fluid and to be adaptable in these really wildly changing times, and also not to resist, but to flow around things. And it helps me. It really helps me to invoke that. So water, thank you. And I pass the talking fish, the talking water vessel to someone else. There it goes.
Did you want to read your poem, Maya?
I could do it now. Yeah, I have it pulled out. So yeah, and I was also just thinking, I just came from the board meeting of Tribal Trust Foundation, which is a supporter and an ally with Loving Waters. It's our goal is to support Indigenous healers, teachers, Indigenous wisdom, because we feel the Indigenous people are the ones who have the most powerful wisdom about how to live in communion with the elements and with the earth. And so it was wonderful to have these two nonprofits that I love, my two groups back to back. So, okay, here's the poem. And this poem was inspired by Mary Oliver, beautiful poet who's recently passed on, Native American background, and she's written so lovingly about all elements of nature. But this was inspired by one of her poems that starts with, "What can I say?" And I called it The River. What can I say? Inside the river, there is an unending story, and you are somewhere in it. A single speckled leaf, a burnished pebble, the downy feather of an owl, being tumbled along into mad spirals and eddies, dashed against rocks or marooned on the dark mud banks. But you are also that endless turbulent flow, sometimes soothing itself into stillness with its own musical voice. Forever here in its winding dance through meadows and forests, yet forever returning to the boundless ancestral sea. What can I say but take your lonely heart to the river and remember who you are? Take your lonely heart to the river and remember who you are. Thank you. And now I pass that staff to whoever would like to share what watershed they're in.
This is Shanti Hart, and my watershed is Michigani, which the indigenous called it, which means big lake, Lake Michigan. I'm in Chicago at the moment. And oh my goodness, this call. I thought you said she was a fairy singer, but she's an angel. Your voice touches my heart so much. I was trying really hard not to cry. There's something in your voice that really, I love it. And listening to the poem with the sunset just below it, they're right beside each other. This is like the magical call. And so I will just share, for quite a few years, I've been following the 1111 Stargate book. This is the book. And it was all the messages were downloaded to the Lakota, and including the symbols. And this is the symbol for this new moon. And it's basically an arrow, top and bottom. And Jeannie, you have to hear this. This is the turtle moon. And so the first message of this month's message is from Grandmother Turtle. And I'll just read the opening. It says, I come to you today at our Creator's bidding to share the little bit of wisdom that I have concerning the road of spirit. Grandmother is very patient. Her steps she understands before she takes them. Grandmother carries the responsibility of nations. Therefore, Grandmother's steps are the wisdom steps. The straight path is the path of the heart that rejoices in honoring Creator and in honoring all life. It is the path of respect. Thank you. That's enough for me. Hope we get more singing.
Yes, we can have singing right now after. I just want to explain for those who might be watching, and Jeannie can explain as well. So what you're being shown by Jeannie is a turtle's nest. And so the turtles come up at night, and they ask that everyone on the beach shut off all their lights so the turtles can come up. And just recently I shared on my Facebook page this turtle. You could see the pattern of the turtle and the way that they move their front feet in order to get the body up to really the top of the sand. So, Jeannie, if you want to share anything about that, and Shanti Hart, that was exquisite. Oh my gosh, how perfect. So, Jeannie, if you want to share anything about the turtles and their nesting, and this is a magical time on this coast of
It's so special, and I realized that last night because I don't know if this is the sunset season, but we had so many deaths of turtles this last couple of years, just so many, so much sadness. So when we see this is just 2 days old, and there's another one, I don't know which direction I'm looking. There's another one just close by over there. So what a testament to life that nature is showing us such love and devotion from Mother Earth, from the water. And you said the sacred or the ancient steps. Well, I'm going to walk the steps that this mother turtle walked to get up here, and who took thousands, probably hundreds of miles to make this step out to the Gulf. And they do that. It can take them hours to get up the beach at night, hopefully when there isn't anyone around, I think at high tide, and they just don't need anybody to bother them. And if you happen to be so blessed to witness that, don't turn your cell phones on, just witness it and just be thankful, because as far as I'm walking right now is how far the mother turtle has to go to get all the way out of the water and to have freedom and have a clean beach. Just the good energy that we're all sending, all of us, blessing the water, to ask nature to forgive us and give nature a chance to recover herself. So as you can see right above there, that's where the nest is. And up and down Naples beaches, I've been told that there are a lot of new nests, and we thought that it wasn't going to happen. So the future generations are in process, and I'm sure that all of you have a lot to do with that, with putting your heart and your soul into healing and blessing our waters. So thank you for letting me share, and for me looking at my phone when I left a meditation that gave us fairy blessings, that I would see that this event was happening tonight on my trip to the beach. So just know when you look at that water right now, there are mother turtles out there just waiting for the right time to crawl up on the beach and lay their next generation of Mother Earth turtles. So thank you for letting me be part of this.
Wow, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, we are witnessing life as it happens at the edge of the ocean. So I'm going to just check back in with my sweet star sister, Faerie Elaine, and see if there's an inspirational song or anything you want to share with us, just to keep this flow of energy moving.
Well, I had a question for Jeannie. Like, how does she do that? Do you have a waterproof phone? It's like, then I thought, can you put the phone in the water and we can go under the water? Or, I'm just curious. Do you have one of those stick things, or how do you do this?
I'll unmute. You can unmute yourself, Jeannie, if you want to.
What was your question?
Like, how do you do that? I mean, is your phone majorly waterproof? And
I am holding my phone in my left hand.
Okay.
And trying to guide it around so everyone can get a good look. And it's not that deep. Only my feet are in the water right now.
It just looks like.
Actually, there's so much seaweed that I'm not going out any further than that. But yeah, it's not. I do have another phone that's waterproof, but this one, no. Just luck. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
So I think that maybe towards the end of the call we can do a prayer for the water, because I did notice a smell 2 days ago, and it's been 95 degrees for 2 weeks here, which means the water is like 85 degrees. And when the water starts heating up, it gives credence for the red tide to come back and the other algae. So this is a really a basic unnatural phenomenon because of all the pesticides and things that are going into the water right now. They're actually even asking in Sarasota that there's a ban. I believe there's a ban on that you can't spray your grass. Anyone who lives near the water can't spray. I just heard about it, and I'm not sure if it's everybody, if it's one place, but I did hear that they were it being talked about. So, Faerie Elaine, do you want to
do a song?
Yeah, just something.
I could do divine emotion, because the emotion and the water. Emotion as water. And I actually wrote this song like 22 years ago, and I sang it yesterday at the Center for Spiritual Living, and people were crying. So I figure, okay, I'll do this. It's a cappella. I'm thinking maybe I should run out and get my guitar out of the other room and do something, but maybe I'll just do this. Okay, so it's divine emotion. My heart is open. My thoughts can hear. Divine emotion is what I feel. I hear the beating of the sacred drum, pulsing, repeating, my will be done. I live with wonder on this planet Earth. The spell I'm under is the universe. I trust the union of the heart and mind. Holy communion in space and time. I live with wonder on this planet. The spell I'm under is the universe. My heart is open. My thoughts can hear divine emotion is what I feel. And so it is.
You just started my water pump going in the background. Ah. Wow.
Thank you, everybody, for your listening.
Wow.
Powerful.
You know, sometimes in the silence, you know, that's where we get touched, where that energy, that emotion, energy and motion is, you know, where it recognizes itself. And that's, I feel like the beauty of this call is like we, you know, it's definitely an extra special gift to have Jeannie by the water and have her so close to us on this call. And at the same time, it's like it's recognizing the water in each other. You know, that's what this call is all about. It's really the essence, and it brings that sense of sacred relationship home to our hearts. You know, and it carries through those waves, right? Just like, and that. So thank you so much, Elaine. It's I know everybody here and anyone who will be listening, very touched. So I want to just continue just to open the call if anyone feels moved to continue sharing or or you know, we'll just listen to the feeling of the water and just be in that communion with her. So I open it up to whoever wants to, is feeling moved and inspired. What's emerging in your heart?
So touched by that song, and for many years I practiced as a psychotherapist and a coach and a healer. And it's like I just wish that back through time that song comes to everyone that I work with and all the people that are.
It's hard to hear you, Maya, with the water, Jeannie. I'm sorry. It's thanks. Can you start over? Because I couldn't hear you. Thank you, Maya.
Okay. I was saying I was so touched, and it's like, you know, I am divine emotion, or divine emotion is what I feel. And yeah, that association of water and with emotion, but also the thoughts, of course, that Dr. Emoto sort of proved was that our emotion impacts the water. And clearly we are impacted by sitting near the water, the ocean or a river or a stream. We're soothed, we're calmed, we're reminded of that, our fluid nature, that things aren't set in stone in our life. But I was thinking, I've been all my life a psychotherapist, an energy healer, a life coach. And I was just like wishing that song like could have been sung to every client I've ever had, and how much the work has been to teach people to embrace their emotions, all of them, whatever flavor they're in, and to allow them to flow through, to not hold on to them or suppress them. And somehow, you were in that song that you've written so beautifully honoring our emotion. It's this natural thing, as natural as water. And I just would love to have a recording of that, and at certain moments working with people when they feel shame around certain emotions, or feel, is to play that, and to glorify the whole natural energy of emotions, and not to feel suppressing it. And thank you. I would love to have your voice singing that somehow. I don't know if you have CDs.
Well, yeah, I have 22 CDs, but that one is,
we
but
need
that
to
song is on Faerie Goddess, and I recorded it in 1997, but people love that album. So, if you go to cdbaby.com, then you could download it, or I think you might even be able to just buy that song, or you could buy the whole CD download, or they have them in stock, but however you want to do it, it's fine. That'd be great.
Wonderful, Elaine. Yeah, maybe we should type it in the chat for anybody that's watching this later, that they can do that. CD Baby. And the name of the album is the Faerie Goddess?
Faerie Goddess, yes. Faerie Goddess.
I think Charlie's typing it in. And actually, we'll put up, we have a gallery and video page, and so we'll put up your links, Elaine, so people can have them. Because, this is the glory of this call, is that, that Maya would have that feeling, or any of us, and want to use that music for the healing of the waters within another. What more could you want? Yeah, healing of the waters with the water itself and the waters within. That's really gorgeous. Yeah, and Elaine, I think Charlie's, did you type it in, Charlie? He's typing in, yeah. So, but we'll put it on the website as well, and I'll send it out. There we go. Look how dark it's getting by the water. Look at that deep purple color. Wow, there we go. Go ahead, Shanti.
The book that I showed you, so this is my notebook I made, and as you could see, the symbols are there. So I've been doing it for a couple years now, and then every year, whatever touches me from that month, that year, I write in there. And I haven't done it today yet, but this was last year's writing. And this is also from Unchi Kia, which is Grandmother Turtle. Union with spirit, this walk of truth. It is the straight path. It is a path of having an ear to spirit and an ear to our Mother Earth. Human being must learn not to be distracted by the flashing busyness of their days. Grandmother knows that they grow best when they pay attention to the light, the love, and the peaceful path of their every moment walk. I just think that's so pretty. So I try to stay in my every moment walk, which helps keep me in the present as much as possible. I'm complete.
I just want to say how beautiful it is to be here in this presence of divine feminine energy, and know that as we speak of grandmothers, I missed an opportunity today, which is to be with grandmother Carol Bubar Bludgett, who started her walk from new moon to new moon, carrying the headwaters of the Hudson River to the ocean. And she chooses a river every year, and I've been fortunate to be with her on 2 rivers at different points. Last year I was at the beginning and the ending. It is the grandmothers and it is the divine feminine who has held this earth together. And I honor each of you tonight for the waters that you have carried throughout your lifetimes, not just this present lifetime, but through all of your lifetimes, that without which none of us would be here now. And as I say this, I say not only to those who are present here now with me, but to all who are listening, is to really come to that place within your heart where the waterfalls are never ending. And just sit there and listen to their sound, because this is the creation story, that we are all part of this flow of water that has been eternally present in all life forms, and without which none of us really have any existence other than in the form of energy. So thank you. Your voice is just so perfect for tonight, and so beautiful. I'm so thrilled to be able to hear and listen to this, and Jean for the water, the beautiful water. This is just like had been. If there was ever a new moon to go in recorded history, I think this is it. This is it. Our presence here, coming together and sharing in these beautiful heart songs. Thank you so very much. You're all a blessing to me in my journey, and you encourage me to continue my path for the water. Thank you all. I'm complete.
I think let's just take a moment of silence. Let's dive into that well of gratitude within your own heart. And all those that are joining us through replays or the premiere, just inviting you to take a breath of gratitude and feel deep, as if we were standing with Jeannie with our feet in the water. And feel the softness of the air and the dew. And for those of you where it's getting cold, maybe even the snow, the crystalline star water. And honoring these cycles of life through the breath, through the tree's roots that drink up the water, that give us oxygen. For the water, the energy that's evaporation, that creates the clouds and the wind that moves the water. Just honoring all of the movement, all of the creation's glory as our own tonight. And it feels really simple and right to just take a moment and we just hold the water. You can even cup your hands or hold your palms up, or just you put your palms to the water, to a lake or the river or the ocean. And we'll just do the simple blessing. Water, we love you. Water, we thank you. Water, we respect you. Water, we are you. Water, we love you. Water, we thank you. Water, we respect you. Water, we are you. One more time. Water, we love you. Water, we thank you. Water, we respect you. Water, we are you. And then as if you were just cupping your hands and bringing it back to your heart. For the love of ourself, the self-love is the most important, that we allow ourselves to be nurtured and receive these blessings of water. And with that, I think this is a really good time to just begin to cycle in with our call. And I don't want to ask too much of Faerie, but if you want to close our call, you have the opportunity, or we'll close it. But we want to say completely thank you for you to show up on this call, for your love and your song ignites our song within our hearts. And just so much gratitude for you taking this time on your journey, just starting your journey, that you carried us with you, and you carry us with you up north. And to each one of you that brought your heart songs, your poems. So do you want to close our call with a song, Faerie, or how are you feeling?
It would just be really short. So how about, and in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make, with my own melody there. So, and it's Paul McCartney's birthday in a couple of weeks.
Woo!
On the full moon.
Oh, speaking of that, thank you. You just reminded me. So those that are joining us or hearing about Loving Waters for the first time, you can go to lovingwaters.life and peruse the site. There are poems and things that you can use for your full moon water blessing. We always have a full moon water blessings around the world, and there are people that are, offering, like Maya, who offer it. I'm not offering it this month in Sarasota because I'm moving as well, and I won't be here. But I will be in the full moon in France in July, so woohoo! So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, and so also you can find us on Facebook, Loving Waters, and then also we have a community group. It's a growing group, but it's people who are really interacting and want to share their voice, called Water First. And I don't even have the pledges here tonight, but there's a downloadable pledge and a beautiful brochure for those of you that are interested in doing your own water blessings and learning how you can be offering that to your community or to your children's schools, whatever. And we're here to support you. So come and join us. Charlie and myself and Maya and Shanti Hart tonight are all stewards, Water Council stewards from Loving Waters. And we're here to support you, as well as there's a monthly newsletter and Water Wisdom Share. So go to the website and just sign in, and just once a month you'll receive that and be able to learn just about things that we're doing within our local communities and globally as well. So we want to just thank you, Faerie Elaine. Go to CD Baby and you'll find her there, and we'll be placing it up on the website as well.
But it has to be under Elaine Silver.
Elaine Silver.
Elaine Silver.
And she's traveling, so if you're anywhere on the East Coast, she's playing at all different events. So go sign in at her website, elainesilver.com, right?
Yes, and if you ever want to know where I am, just go on my website because I put my schedule on there.
Right.
Thank you, everybody. It was fun.
Love you all.
Thank you, Jeannie, for the water. Thank
you. Thank you, Jeannie. Woo-hoo.
Good night, everybody.
Everybody. Good night.